it's Ariel. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be another shop with me. I did post a Dollar Tree shop with me not that long ago. This is the same day, filming the same intro. I did not go to these stores on the same day. That was kind of a confusing statement, but you guys get it. I did go to Dollar Tree and just kind of show off the craft section, but for Hobby Lobby, I really wanted to showcase what they have out for fall. I did slow-mo my clips so that you guys can really see. I hope that doesn't bother anybody, but I thought it would be better for it to go slower so that you can really see what I'm showing you. They have some super beautiful things. They have some things that I want to copy and make for a much cheaper price, and then they also have some things that there's no way I could copy and that I really want to buy. Right now, all of the fall stuff at Hobby Lobby is 40% off, so if you go, it is on sale, which is really nice. I'm gonna say that probably 45 times in this video. Like, I'm gonna give you guys the full price, and then I'm gonna be like, but 40% off, probably way too many times. But just saying it again so that you know it's 40% off. I also probably will be pointing out things to you guys that I think you shouldn't spend your money on because you could get a version of it at Dollar Tree or really easily make it yourself, because you guys know that's where my brain goes. Without further ado, let's go shopping.
So starting off, they have more pumpkins than you could ever imagine. They have DIY foam pumpkins as well as just beautiful, already decorated. They have ceramic, they have wood, they have, I mean, you name it, they have it. But they've also got a lot of really cool fall colors that they're kind of, I think are newer and a little bit less traditional along with the traditional. But I'm going to give you guys some close-ups of the ones that really stood out to me. I really liked these ones that appeared to be carved of wood. They were $15.99 regularly, and these had little tags on them that said blessed, and then there's another one that I believe said thankful. I'm about to show it maybe in a second. Yes, thankful. And then it had like little beads on it, very farmhouse, very boho kind of inspired. They had some little burlap ones on the bottom in like a deep red orange and then also a cream. They had Mickey and Minnie scarecrows. They have these every year, and every year I want them. This was my favorite pumpkin. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of it when I find it later on an end cap, but it just has a pumpkin pie recipe on it. They also have this pumpkin at home. So this is the close-up. This pumpkin is $35, but again, remember it is 40% off, which is cheaper than at home, I believe, because I think at home, if you guys don't have that store, sorry, but it's $20, and it only came in orange when I saw it, and I would prefer it in the white if I was willing to pay that much. I love these little stacked pumpkins, especially these blue ones. I don't know why, guys, but the blue and orange stuff really stood out to me together. This was $6.99 regularly. It is quite small. I think that you could definitely DIY something like this from Dollar Tree products and do it for more like $3. They also had these large straw bale hay I can't say that. These things. Beware of those though. They can really act up your allergies. They had some beautiful garlands. These I thought were really, really pretty. They almost look like, what's that called? Like a knitted sweater. And they had them in a blue and orange and a white with kind of like a juke string. $12.99, guys. They had some gorgeous pillows out. I love pillows, but I don't like buying them because I hate storing them. I love pillow covers because I can just put them on pillows that are out all year round. These painted ones were $17.99, and then these beautiful velvet accented ones were a lot more, but they were also very high quality, and they were $27.99. And then they also had it down below in the cream. They also had some football stuff. I'm just kind of gonna glance over that just because I'm sorry guys, I gravitate toward what I like. This little mat is for your kitchen. It is waterproof, and it's for, you know, standing at the sink when you're doing dishes and stuff, just to help your back and your feet. It was quite cushy, and it was $19.99. And then, yay, pillow covers. So this is more something that I would be willing to spend on. $11.99. And it is a 12 by 12 pillow, I believe, and it says gather together, again incorporating that gorgeous blue. These signs are so cool because they are dual-sided. So one side is very fall. You can get the Hello Farm or the Harvest, and then on the other side it just says something more generic. So this one said Hey Friends, and then the Harvest one just says Welcome on the back. And then they also had a ton of options for those little and large wooden signs, all different styles, all different colors, different sayings. These are so gorgeous. The larger ones I do actually think are worth it just because they had a lot of texture to them. I love the ones that say pumpkin patch. Again, these are on sale. If they were full price, I would not say they are worth it. But unless you are going to completely DIY the whole thing yourself, I do think that these are a good buy because they're a large piece. These welcome signs, I don't feel that way about. I do think that you can get things like this at Dollar Tree, or DIY it for just a fraction of the cost. But if you guys don't want to do that, I mean, they're pre-made and they're ready to go. They had tons of options for the truck in different colors, not just the red, and then also lots of little tractor kind of things started peeking out at me. They also have lots of like stakes for your front yard. They have a corn one, which again, they do have corn at the Dollar Tree, so if you're interested, I personally would go to Dollar Tree, and sunflowers. Again, these are the signs that I would not pay full price for because they literally have like exact copies at Dollar Tree. And then they had this whole black and white plaid or buffalo check section. Super cute, very neutral and easy to kind of make it match anything. I think these pieces are so nice that will just like stand up. You can put them on the mantle or on the table, even a large tiered tray. And they just kind of ranged in price. Again, if you're just looking for one thing, I think, picking it up is no big deal. But if you're trying to DIY things like this, check your Dollar Tree. You just never know what's going to be there. By the way, this is totally not sponsored. I literally sound like an advocate for Dollar Tree, and I'm not. I think it's a good deal sometimes. These are kind of like buffalo check or plaid, like cloth pumpkins. Those were kind of interesting. And then they had some wreath tags. I loved this sign. I thought it was so pretty. The fonts are gorgeous. I also am a sucker for pumpkin signs, in case you guys can't tell. That's why I love fall so much, just because everything is pumpkins. Again, pretty good price for the size that you're getting, and it's got a lot of different layers. Something else I loved in this section was this beaded garland. It's kind of a black and white, and then it's got like oblong shape along with like a perfect circle shape, and then it's just on kind of like a juke twine. It's very farmhouse, and it was a pretty good price for the length that you're getting, and you could always add things to it if you wanted to. They also had these velvet pumpkins in a royal blue and like a silver. These reminded me so much of Cinderella, so if that's something for you, there you go. And then they had these kind of like trendy fall decor signs. I did feel like they were a little bit not inclusive, like all the girls kind of look the same, but that's just my 2 cents. And then they had a good bit of copper decor along with some really beautiful, like more of the blues. I thought this was so pretty. I don't know why, but that blue color just pops out to me. And just some more signs. And then for those of you that were really dying for a, cheetah and buffalo check pumpkin, they have one. They've got some gorgeous crosses and then more pumpkins. These pumpkins were super interesting in this section, actually. I'm going to give you guys a close-up of them in a second, but they kind of looked like tree bark. Super lightweight. I believe it was kind of more of a paper mache in reality, but it was very interesting in texture, and I think these would look really beautiful amongst your decor just because they have such a natural quality to them. And then they also had kind of these pewter or silver pumpkins in different sizes. I thought these were beautiful as well. I have eyeshadow on my hand. That's fun. This is something that I might go back for. I don't know why, but everything about it I just loved. I love the colors. I love the like little paintings of pumpkins on the bottom. I love that this can stand up on its own, or you can add it to something like a wreath. They also had little orange trucks. I thought these were so cute, and you actually could put something inside the bed of this if it was thin. And it was $6.99, but of course 40% off. And then they had some pumpkin spice decor. I am going to be doing something similar to this using a Dollar Tree item, but of course adding some Disney into it. I still thought these were really cute though, and pretty good price, especially for how thick they were and sturdy. And then they had some more little signs. To me, these are like completely targeted at those tiered trays. Especially being tall, I thought that was smart just because you can get some height in your decor. And just more of these little signs. These types of signs I don't tend to buy just because I do have a silhouette machine and I can kind of make them myself. Fun fact though, if you don't have a silhouette machine, I do have a tutorial coming out showing you how you can make it without one. And then again, just more words. These were cool because they stand up on their own. You don't have to hang them up or anything like that. I thought this one was really cute with the pumpkin in the middle. And then they had a bunch of these little ones. These would look really cute in a wreath or again, a tiered tray. Little things like this always catch my eye because they're so easy just to decorate with because they're so small that they fit everywhere. And then they had little wreath tags on the bottom in different colors saying different things. And then they had a bunch of little houses. I mentioned this earlier, but I don't know why I'm obsessed with house-shaped things right now. These actually do light up. I think they're really pretty. And then the ones on the bottom are actually shaped more like a barn. And then the ones on the very bottom shelf actually kind of look like a little church because it looks like there's a little steeple on the top. And then more pumpkins. Oh my gosh, I cannot express to you guys how many pumpkins I looked at in this store, but they were all super beautiful and cute. So these are more for like tabletop decor, I would say. They're a little bit smaller in size. This is a bag of a few different white ones in different sizes for $9.99 before the sale, and then they have these over here, which I loved because you got different tones and colors. And I do love that sage green in fall decor. And then they also had one with like squash inside of it as well as pumpkins. It's just kind of an array of different textures and shapes and colors, whatever you're looking for. These were actually kind of velvet textured, which I thought was interesting. And then just more pumpkins, and this aisle actually had quite a few different types of squash as well. And then these are little miniature velvet pumpkins, and these were like plush inside. They do have them in a ton of different colors. They've got green, white, orange, and then I loved this pink and like burgundy. This reminded me so much of Sarah Sanderson. I don't know if you guys are like that, but I'm literally putting these together because I'm like, it's Winnie and Sarah. And then the orange can be Mary. It's perfect. I just tend to look at colors for fall and think, which Sanderson sister is it? And then they also had the heads of cotton stems for $4.99. I actually thought that was a really good deal for how much you get for crafting purposes. And then they just have some different crafting decor on this aisle. Lots of stickers, great for scrapbooking or cards or any kind of paper crafts. And then they had some more pillowcase covers, but these were actually quite a bit larger. And it is two-sided. That is not two in there. I got all excited because I really thought that it was 2 pillowcases for that price. And then this is a burlap sign that says give thanks. Very simple. I actually think it's a little bit overpriced if I'm being honest. And then they have these wooden crates. I thought these were very well made, very sturdy and beautiful. You could do a lot of stuff with those. And they also had these metal, I don't know if you'd call these a tiered tray, but they kind of are. And they're like an A-frame. Those are great for year-round, not just fall. But they would look really cute with pumpkins in them. I mean, everything looks cute with pumpkins, right? And then they had these milk jugs with a few different styles. Super cute. They, I'm looking for the price tag. That's why I flipped it upside down. They even had one with a truck on it, but it was more of a teal color. And there's actually quite a bit of decor with a teal truck on it this year. And then I thought this little wooden wheelbarrow was so cute, and you can fill it with things like florals or pumpkins. Just very, very cute. I'm going to show it again later on a little bit closer up. And then again, here's that red tractor. I feel like this is kind of the next like farmhouse trend is sunflowers and tractors, I'm telling you guys. And then they had these really gorgeous glass vases and then just different containers essentially. They had these cute apple barrels. Apple barrels tend to be really affordable if you're just looking for something like larger to fill. But I will tell you guys that they're definitely a little bit more fragile. If you've got kids, these will not be good for holding toys. And then just more picks and things like that for wreaths. I thought these were so pretty. They're kind of like velvet pumpkins, and they had them in quite a few colors. They also had some more cheetah print in this section. So I guess cheetah print is coming in for fall. And then more sunflowers. These had little alligator clips on the back. Wreath tags, and then loose leaves that you can like glue on or scatter on a table. More pumpkins. I thought these were so pretty. They have that wood carved look again. And then they said give thanks. These very much remind me of like if you wanted to do a Cinderella decor, especially in that orange that they have on the side. This one says fall blessings. Just very, very pretty, high quality pumpkins. And then they had a bunch of glass pumpkins as well. This is again something that I think is very on trend right now. These are definitely the most expensive of all the pumpkins I looked at, especially for the size that you're getting, but being that they're glass, that makes sense. They are super beautiful, and they have them in a bunch of different types, like this kind of marbled glass. They have clear, and then they had just colorful. They've got designs, patterns, everything. And then they had some more ceramic pumpkins down the row, and metal pumpkins in kind of like a copper color. These little ceramic ones are a lot like the ones at Dollar Tree, but I love the color combination again. I haven't really seen that mauve pink or burgundy at Dollar Tree, so if you're looking for that specific color, you might want to come here. And then they had some doormats. This one I thought was the cutest one. It's a big giant pumpkin, and it was $19.99 full priced. It is a very large size. Big enough to fit in front of a front door comfortably. And then they had a few other options, just very fall themed leaves and things like that. And then they actually had a lot of their Christmas stuff out as well. I'm not going to show you guys the Christmas stuff in this video because it would be like an hour and a half long, but if you're wanting to go look for Christmas, it's there. And then just more stuff to decorate wreaths with. I thought these pumpkins were actually really cool. They were that raffia, I think it's called raffia, I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. And they had it in kind of like this burnt orange yellow color, and then also a beige color. But I love when you can throw in a different texture when you're DIYing something. I think it just gives it a nice look. And then just a bunch of floral picks in traditional fall colors, more pumpkins. This kind of stuff I personally go to Dollar Tree for, just because you can get usually like a pack of them for $1 instead of just getting one for $1. But I will say Hobby Lobby is always, not always, let's not say always. Hobby Lobby is usually going to be higher quality, but I guess it just depends what you're looking for and how long you plan on keeping something. Just some more cool textures that they had in the floral section, and then they had tons of ribbon pre-made wreaths, and then also garlands. I'm going to show you kind of some of the garlands that stood out to me. Their garlands range in price, but most of them I would say are around the $30 mark. This one had a lot of purples in it. It's not picking up very well on camera, but it did have a lot of the nice purple shades and then more traditional ones. And then here is another kind of carved wood looking pumpkin. They had it in an orange and then also a very bright green. And then they also had this really pretty teal ceramic pumpkin, normally $9.99. Very pretty, and it had a glass look to it. And it was a little bit more affordable than the glass pumpkins that I showed earlier. And then they had some ones that you could put candles inside of, and like they have a design on them so where they'll glow. I thought that was really pretty. And this is just one of their aisle, I don't know what these are called, aisle things. Oh my gosh, I'm so good at voiceovers. This pumpkin had a lot of intricate detail on it. It's very pretty. I could not find a price on it. If I had to guess, I would say around the $30 to $35 mark full price. Very farmhouse. And then this little teal truck is actually a soap dispenser holder. They have it out with like floral picks in it and stuff. It is $19.99. I'm going to find it later and show you guys. But I did find it in this teal color as well as a red. There's Mickey and Minnie again, and again, this is just kind of one of their little, I call these like inspiration, like, I keep wanting to say end cap. It's not on an end cap though, so aisle cap, that's what we're going to call it. And then they also had this stand-up fall sign. I thought this was so cute. Something you could DIY yourself, but I feel like sometimes it is just easier to buy things. And they do have it in white as well, which I'm going to show you right here. Now this can stand up on its own. Once I looked at the back of it, I was very much like you could totally DIY this easily with Dollar Tree items, and being that it was a little bit on the pricier side, you might want to do that. Here's that little wheelbarrow again. I thought this, I'm sorry, I think these are so cute. And the thing about that too is you can use it during different times of the year. Some more kind of stand-up decor. These would look really cute by a front door, although I seriously doubt they're weatherproof, so I don't know if I would put them outside. Those are $29.99 normally. And then they had these really gorgeous placemats. I thought these were so pretty, and you got 2 of them in a pack for $9.99 and of course 40% off, but I just thought the little pumpkins were beautifully painted on them. Here is a bunch of kitchenware, plates, serving dishes, coffee mugs. They had a lot of these little place markers. I don't really use these just because my family's not that big. But if you're hosting, I mean with COVID, who knows what's going to happen, but normal Thanksgiving if you're hosting, I'm going to show you guys a bunch of different options of kind of like place markers. They had these little teeny tiny kind of espresso cups. I thought these were cute, would look really cute on a tiered tray. A soap dispenser, and then here is the one that I showed you guys earlier. You can put like a Bath and Body Works soap dispenser or a Walmart one in there. And then more of that teal truck. This is seeming to be pretty popular. They had these little individual stands, and then they had these which are also place card holders. They've got a little slot in the top and they light up. And they came in like a really light teal color and then an orange. And then they had these really cute little salt shakers. Just so you guys know, I have seen something very similar to that at Dollar Tree before, if you're looking for pumpkin salt shakers. And then just a bunch of, again, more kitchenware. Here's the little red truck version of it, if that's what you're looking for. Again, that's $19.99 normal priced. This thing next to it I loved. It's a Lazy Susan that holds your silverware and napkins and stuff, and I was in love with this thing. I honestly kind of wish it wasn't fall specific. I wish it was just plain, because I would want to set this out all year long. And it was $23.99 at normal priced. More red truck stuff. They had wine glasses, coffee mugs, and these were actually painted on the wine glasses. That's kind of like, it felt like it was painted on the front. And then they had some little pumpkin trinket dishes and table runners. These were kind of like a burlap material, and it looked like the pumpkins and the maple leaves were stitched on. They had this velvety blue one that says thankful with some matching towels. I love the blue and the orange combo. Those are complementary colors, so they're kind of like opposites that go together really well. And just more in that color scheme. I loved these wine glasses. I thought these were so pretty. They've got kind of like a gold speckling to them. Again, I'm kind of like go to Dollar Tree to get wine glasses, but if you want to spend a little bit more, they are very nice. This is a napkin holder. It says blessed on it, $9.99 normally. I do think you could DIY something like this, but again, it's kind of just where do you want to spend your time versus money. And then this thing I thought was crazy overpriced. Tell me if I'm wrong. This was $27.99. It was not real wood. At least it didn't feel like real wood, and it just said gather on it. I'm not a fan of things like that because once you set something on top of it, you can't even see the word. And then they had these colorful beads that you could DIY with. I personally would just buy blank beads, like plain ones, and then decorate them myself. And then they had a little teeny tiny house version of the place card holder. This one does not light up. It's just plain. It's $1.99. This thing I liked. It is a Lazy Susan. It says come gather at the table. This was made of some nice, like, I don't want to say wood, but you know what I'm saying, a little bit higher quality. And they put the words off to the side, so you could put things on it and still be able to see the decoration on it. Here's some placemats. I think you could DIY these, I'm not going to lie, out of like some rope. And then they had these little risers to set things on. More just plates and cups, coffee mugs. Those giant chargers that you guys are seeing, they have such similar versions at Dollar Tree, so check your Dollar Tree. Again, this video is not sponsored. I just like to give y'all a heads up because it's frustrating to me when I pay, you know, a little bit more for something and then I go to Dollar Tree and I'm like, oh, could have just gotten it here for like a fraction of the cost. These are vinyl tablecloths in that black and white plaid. They did have a cloth version that I'm going to show you in a minute. I thought this little gravy boat was so cute. It is a little bit small. When we make gravy, we usually make a lot, so it's too small for me, but super cute. And then they had more place card holders with the buffalo check black and white pattern on them. Those little spiral-y things at the top do pop out, so make sure if you buy those that yours all have it in there so it can hold place cards. These were really pretty. I thought that all this stuff in this section, for the most part, you could use all year round. It didn't really seem to have to be fall specific, so if you're really into plaids or buffalo check and neutrals, this is a great little section for you. And then down below you guys can see the cloth tablecloths that I was talking about. Those are definitely more pricey, but they are cloth versus vinyl. And then they had some more signs. I loved this Gather Together sign. It was kind of like a metal in the center with a wood framing, and I just loved the color scheme of it. It like worked in the blue a little bit while keeping those traditional colors, and it was a pretty large sign for the price. The next thing I'm going to show you guys is this large welcome sign. Again, same similar color scheme. And then this is something I actually did buy. It was the only thing I bought this day. It's a house and it says let's stay home and cuddle. They also had it and it says home sweet cozy home. I mentioned earlier I'm just a sucker for things shaped like a house, and I will be DIYing something with this. And then they also had these little pumpkins. I thought these were super cute. $7.99, and they came in blue, well, like a tealish blue, a white, and an orange in different shapes. And the stem was like a little knob, if you guys could see that. And then they had these beaded garlands. These are more for tiered trays as opposed to like hanging them up, like across a mantle or something like that. They do have little placards on them, and they say thankful, blessed, gather, and they had them in a couple color combinations with a tassel on the other end. Now this is not fall, but I wanted to show you guys, it's their little Disney end cap, and they had a sign that said be our guest. They've got some Frozen decor. They also did have some Dr. Seuss stuff, but I'm mostly just going to show you guys the Disney stuff. These are canvases, and they, I believe, are $16.99 at full price, so make sure that you wait until they're half off. The larger Be Our Guest sign is normally $29.99, and then they also have one up here that says Ohana means family. So cute, so well designed, and it's like a subtle Disney touch in your home. And then they had some smaller signs. A dream is a wish your heart makes, of course, from Cinderella. They had some little Mickey and Minnie ones. These are just so cute. I don't usually buy these just because I can DIY them because I do have a silhouette machine. But if you don't, I think that these are super cute. Just wait for them to go half off and then go pick some up. They also had a Toy Story one, You've Got a Friend in Me, with the clouds being gray. I love that they're working neutrals into this stuff because it just makes it fit any decor, and it's simplistic but really pretty. Fair warning though, quite a few of these had scuff marks, so make sure that you check yours before you purchase, just because you want to make sure you got, you know, a nice quality one, not one that's been beat up.
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. These videos are really fun for me to film just because I get to go and like window shop and look. I don't like to do them all the time, especially during COVID right now, just because I don't really want to be out if I don't need to be. But also when you're going stir crazy and you just need to get out of your house for a little while, it is nice to go and look around. I'm super ready for fall and Halloween. I already have like a whole list of crafts I want to do and decorations and things like that, so please be ready with me. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you don't miss out whenever that fall stuff starts coming out. And if you guys have any requests for shop with me's or craft ideas or anything like that, leave them for me in the description box below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!